Alice Springs traffic, good morning. Balloon Foxtrot Alpha Bravo is airborne approximately 10 nautical miles south of the field.
Well, isn't this so amazing? It was the French over 200 years ago who invented hot air ballooning, and to this day, it's still one of the gentlest ways to float above the earth and experience it from the sky. Luckily for me, today it is all about Central Australia and the incredible outback. Alice Springs sits in the heart of Australia's Northern Territory, and just a few minutes out of town is the takeoff point for outback ballooning and a spectacular dawn flight.
So we're over the central desert region, just south of Alice Springs, out in a cattle station called Owen Springs Station, basically bang in the middle of the country.
Right.
Can't get much closer to the centre than here.
And it's just beautiful, isn't it? The colours and the change out here.
The colours and the change, you know, the sun, when the sun comes up, you see the shadows across the mountains and all the colours change. It's just stunning here.
At 200 metres, you're in the hands of Mother Nature. And whichever direction the wind blows, the balloon follows, making each and every flight totally unique. There are plenty of ways to experience the Red Centre, and it's now time to explore this awe-inspiring landscape from ground level. The Macdonnell Ranges, which help form part of one of the Northern Territory's most spectacular national parks, is the key landmark of Alice Springs.
We're driving through currently the Chorricha National Park.
John's been navigating tourists through this region for the past 2 decades. Today, he's guiding me through the western part of the range.
So Macdonnell Ranges were formed around about between 3 and 350 million years ago, and you've got 2 tectonic plates that have pushed up against each other and created a massive mountain range, which are about the size of the Rockies back when they were formed.
Our first stop today is one of the locals' favourites and an icon of the Mac Ranges, Ormiston Creek.
This is really the birthplace of the Finke River, which is known as the oldest river system in the world.
Wow.
Ancient landscape.
At certain times of the year, the enormous amount of water that flows through the gorge will run all the way through the Simpson Desert and eventually into Lake Eyre in South Australia. And you can see just the power of nature with, you know, these towering cliffs on either side.
Yeah, this is hundreds of millions of years in the making, this water cutting through this very hard rock, but it's certainly carved a pretty amazing gorge.
It's pretty impressive. The ranges were part of an inland sea over 800 million years ago, and the natural weathering of the rocks has created ecosystems that now rely solely on their unique location and how we protect them. Stanley Chasm is a perfect example. John, when you sit in here like this, you just feel like you are part of the earth, don't you?
Yeah, it's like swallowing you up in this chasm.
This is one of the must-sees when you're exploring here. Not only because of its stunning colours, but also its remnant rainforest, protected from the desert heat by the 80-metre high towering cliffs.
So one of the amazing activities to do in this part of the world is the Larapinta Trail, which is a hike where you can walk from Alice Springs all the way out to Mount Sonder, 240 kilometres of walking through some amazing country, challenging country. You will see this kind of landscape. You're walking up through the ridges and valleys and so on.
Not for the faint-hearted?
Not at all. 14 days at best.
Wow. Have you done it?
Bits of it.
Love it. At least you're honest.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary that within a couple of hours' drive from Alice Springs, all these sites are at your fingertips. And there are a number of ways that you can immerse yourself in the experience. Seeing it from above to sunset painting classes at the famous Simpsons Gap. This is an area filled with ancient and untouched landscapes. Well, after all that I have done today, I'm just so grateful to the tour operators who are giving travellers like me the opportunity to connect with this incredible part of Australia. If you have ever thought about travelling to the Northern Territory, get ready, because it has a very special way of getting under your skin.